on the nomination of Ketanji Brown Jackson of the District of Columbia to be an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Blunt. Mr. Blunt, no. Mr. Booker. Yes. Mr. Booker, aye. Mr. Bozeman. Mr. Bozeman, no.
On this vote, the yeas are 53, the nays are 47, and this nomination is confirmed.
But when it came to one of the most consequential decisions a president can make, a lifetime appointment to our highest court, the Biden administration let the radicals run the show. With Washington Democrats in power, the far left got the reckless inflationary spending they wanted. The far left has gotten the insecure border they wanted. And today, the far left will get the Supreme Court justice they wanted.
Today, we are taking a giant, bold, and important step on the well-trodden path to fulfilling our country's founding promise. This is a great moment for Judge Jackson, but it is even a greater moment for America as we rise to a more perfect union.
Yeah, guys. So this is where we are, man. That's where we are. How do you feel about it, G? You're on mute.
I'll tell you how I feel about it.
Hey, good afternoon.
I'm happy about that. Yeah,
I'm excited about that, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. It's not even like the world deserves it. It's like she deserves it.
Well, she worked hard for it.
Okay,
I mean, man, she worked hard for it, and she deserves it. There's a lot of people, growing up we never seen. That I remember taking Tony to the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to these places, they're smaller than they look on
Yes.
TV. That's the first thing. But then the second thing is to see that I don't want to take anything for a dark-skinned woman with her crown with braids, going to Harvard. It's really, I'm happy to see that. Very happy to see that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm happy to see Margaret Richardson on back.
Yeah, come on.
That middle name is a real middle name, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Yo, didn't her father blessed you, right, Gary?
Both.
I don't think so.
That's all three of us.
Mom and Dad says that. I mean, while life is getting funny, that now you run into people who, like Aunt Vida, who passed away like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
She said to me one day she remembered when they announced my birth at Bethel.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I was at Mount Vernon last week, and after I preached, the lady came up to me and said, "I've been living in Mount Vernon since 1968. I don't think there were black people in Mount Vernon."
And
I said, "I'm born in '68."
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I know for sure that Margie's, I know her name on here is Margaret Humphrey Richardson, but I remember he even remembered, Paul, that he blessed us.
You sure it wasn't Gary alone?
No.
Then what about Jones? Where did Jones come from?
Jones came in the 70s.
Yeah, Jones was like 74-ish.
Well, let me tell you something. I remember when Jones left.
Well, Paul, you got a good memory like that.
Jones left when we were 7.
Yeah,
Mims came when we were 8.
okay. So there
Now,
you
I
go.
mean,
Ashby came when we were 13.
12, 13.
That's right. What's his name
Okay.
came when we were 17.
All right, look at this.
Okay. Okay. So Margaret
See?
said her father. So I was born in December 68.
And we were born in
So
70.
I
So
mean,
you're right, Pat.
so
He
You're
so
right,
blessed
Pat.
he
all three of us.
so he blessed all three of us then.
Yeah.
That's it.
So let me tell you. So I got picked up in 2001, April 2001. April
Mhm.
April 1st was my,
Hey,
you
you
know,
got to use better terms than you picked up. What does that mean for other people?
I got hired to the Allegheny East Conference April 1st, 2001.
Mhm.
And so that must have been on a Thursday, right? So, you know, they just give you the date, right? April 3rd, there's a man named Starks. He was a stewardship wizard, right? In 2000, April 3rd was his funeral at DuPont,
Mhm.
right? So, you know, I didn't know anything about the statehood or anything like that, but at a funeral like that, all the pastors sit up in the front and whatever. This is my first Sunday because I preached my welcome service April 2nd, April 3rd. So they put me to sit down. I'm sitting down next to him. All right. He turns to me.
Next to who?
I
Humphrey.
sit down next to Pastor Humphrey.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
sitting, we're at DuPont Park sitting. And so he turns to me, looks at me, and he says, Graham. I said, yes. He said, he said, how's your father? I said, he's good. And he was naming people, right? Then he said, I remember I blessed you and your brother. Then he started to cry.
Nah, Pat. Come on, man.
I'm trying to tell you, right? He started to cry. And he was like, my soul. He cried. He was sitting right here next to me, and he cried. He was like, "Wow, just to see that I blessed you and you're a pastor in the work." That was my first weekend in the work.
Wow.
So like you knew you're like pre-anointed, like I'm gonna work for Jesus forever. After you said
I felt like I was
Yo,
sitting
you know his statement is, right?
my
my
soul
soul,
Doth
right.
magnify the
magnified
Lord.
the Lord. Yeah,
Then he goes to my church, my present church.
That's right.
After that, he goes to
Ephesus.
Ephesus.
after 1971,
Right.
I think he was the one that had to bring back the church after it burned.
Correct.
Yes, right.
The church
That's
had
right.
burned down or something, and
No, the church had burned down, but they didn't go back to the church till like 70. No, that's before the church burned.
I think that the person that was
No,
at the church,
he was
Let
at
me
Nixon when it
let me
burned.
ask Nosa. Let me ask Nosa.
I think Nixon brought the church back in.
No, Humphrey built the church back. I know they sent him to
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Right.
But look, I think she was saying. I'm not sure what you were saying yesterday. What
Okay, she told me the church burned down in 69
Okay.
and it came back in 77.
Okay. All right.
Right.
So he was pastoring while the church was. He was pastoring Ephesus on Ephesus rebuild.
Right.
Right. And then they
They loved
moved
that.
him.
They loved him. They loved
Oh
him. They
man.
loved
Oh
him
my
there.
goodness.
Well,
And then
our church, I'm sorry, our church loved two pastors. I don't want to take anything from anybody. They love Humphrey and they love
Nixon.
John Nixon.
John Nixon.
John Nixon came there as a baby.
He's
Looking
probably
like
one of the
John,
youngest pastors that was there.
yeah, John Nixon the second. It looked like John Nixon the second there. And then now the complete turnaround is that John's right, St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, that's where they worship. So now John Nixon's brother is now the senior pastor there. So we've come full circle at our church.
Wow. I think I made a mistake. I thought that he left Ephesus and went upstate.
That's what I thought.
Now that's what she said. She said that we came from Buffalo to Bethel.
What?
Right. Yeah.
I didn't think that. I thought he left from Bethel and went to Bethel,
no.
Ephesus. I thought he went Bethel, Ephesus, and then upstate
No.
from there.
Buffalo, Bethel, Ephesus.
Okay, she got I almost brought her in, giving her an invite and bring her in.
I got you. Yeah, let me tell you
She's
something.
a historian too. She knows the deal.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
They came from Bethel. Mhm.
When you talk about guys like Jones, when Jones pastored Bethel, he was called the what is it, Patrick? Sentinel pastor or something like that.
The one that
He
baptized
baptized
100
100 people.
a year.
He baptized 100 people per year.
Mm-hmm.
100 people per year, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
And them is the time when you had youth church upstairs, church downstairs,
Yep.
and 2 services.
I remember that as a little boy. I just think that, pivoting a little bit, one of the things I'm very happy about that the mark that we have met
Mhm.
is giving the Black Adventist Church some contemporary content.
Okay.
What we have done over the last 83 weeks. So, when I come to visit you, once I came and dropped off presents for Patrick for his birthday. And at the front was Margaret. And, you have a warm feeling. And then when I hear you talk about Danny Davis, and I also learned that, can you believe that Buddy's dad passed away the same day as Brian and Kim's dad, a year apart?
Really?
Yeah. And then, you see Sarah Sultan leaving us.
Yep.
And, and I was talking to Phil, and I'm wondering, with what's going on in this world and the legacy that we're leaving behind, if we finally are seeing Earth come to an end. It's very sobering that even though we're closing the show, that we are in a lot, and so we're going to put it into the rumor that we're finished with the pandemic and it's becoming an endemic. And I'm very happy that we met a lot of people, and knowing that we could kind of regurgitate some of our culture back in a contemporary fashion. I
No,
hope I said that. I hope I said that right.
yeah, you said a whole lot. Paul being the Paul is like
Historian.
Margaret, but like the historian. Let me put it this way: I love the Adventist Church, but to get to get swallowed into the Black Adventist Church is even more. It makes me proud. Listen, I was just reading something just this week that before Danny Davis, the Pathfinder clubs were not functioning like our other churches.
Oh, really?
That's right. We're not matter of fact, the first Pathfinder club that's recorded is in 1955. Black Adventist, black one.
Get out of here.
So,
Right.
Pat, because right now, I think me and Paul knows is that there seems to be what Danny Davis and all those guys did in the DMV, and what they used to do at Northeastern with Trevor Baker, is that there was a connection between the school and Pathfinders and church.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And so now it seems that all those three things are separated, because you would go to Pathfinders, right? And even if you were studying Friend and we went to Bethel, but then we went to school at Hanson Place, we still studied the same
curriculum.
the same curriculum.
Yeah.
And then if we went to the basketball games or Camporee, you saw the same people. And then we all ended up on, let's say, that bus to Oakwood. And that just seemed to be like,
that's true.
Dissipated.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because MV has to die if you don't have a school system to back it.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right, Pat. The 3-tier cannot. The 3-tier must be together.
Yeah.
And sadly enough, I'm going to say this though. Sadly enough, I want to say that I don't think that a lot of people don't believe in the system more than the people can afford the system.
Oh no, I agree with you. Now,
Okay, cool.
don't let me start, because I believe that
That the
Adventist,
tithe should go to.
I believe that the tithe should go to the teachers.
Yeah.
I believe that the
Absolutely.
teachers should
Yeah.
be paid. Let me be clear, because as much as I've been saying this, I don't see the difference between why a pastor should get paid from the tithe. Listen carefully. The janitor that works at the conference office get paid from the tithe. Right?
That's right.
The gardener at the conference office get paid from the tithe.
You better
The
believe it.
security in some conferences, I mean, whatever, gets paid from the tithe. But a teacher does not get fully paid from the tithe.
And they have the biggest impact
That's right.
Greatest impact.
on the youth.
That's
The
right.
greatest impact. Look at any school. Look at all of the schools, not just some of them.
Right.
The schools have more baptism than churches.
That's
Well,
listen.
let me put this in there, and I'm going to give this to our boy Phil Wesley.
Mhm.
Excuse me. We got serious real quick, but Phil told me that when he speaks, he says that parents has no problem getting kids Jordans, has no problem putting kids to get certain games, their Xbox or PS5s. They have no problem if they want to go on a trip for spring break. But when it comes to getting baptized, like they're too young, hold on, or what have you.
He's right.
He's right.
I don't understand that. Good afternoon, Sharice. If you're in the chat, say hello. We're in our last days. Please go say hello. We want to say hello to everybody. Go ahead and answer that, P.
I'll tell you what the problem is with that. Generation, what's our generation? Generation X
Are we
is our
X or
generation.
Z?
We're X.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we're X.
Right.
Generation X has pulled down the loyalty piece of the generations.
Mhm.
All right. So it's our age group that says to our children, you don't gotta go.
You don't got to go.
You don't gotta go to Pathfinders. You don't gotta go to AY.
Right.
You don't got now they'll stay loyal. Generational X people will stay loyal.
Mhm.
They're the ones that won't get divorced because it'll look bad. Generation
Right.
X is the one that'll go to church every Saturday, not Sabbath, but every Saturday,
Right.
right? They'll return their tithe, maybe not offering, but return their tithe, right? But they're the ones that says, you all have treated us like this. I'm not going
Right.
to treat my child like this.
Right.
That's right. That's
Right.
That's
Right.
That's right.
So,
Right.
you know,
Right. You're right.
so
You're right.
so it's our age that's really killing AYS. That's
right.
really killing MV. That's really killing Pathfinders, because we say, hold on a second. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to force my child to do this. So really, Gary, what you're talking about is, it's really bringing the connectivity back together again.
Right.
So if you look at schools, I'm gonna go back to schools because I wanted to finish this point. If you pay teachers from the tithe, that means those who want their children, now remember this, now the only children, there's still tuition, but it's not tuition for members. It's still going to be tuition, but those who return tithe, they will not be paying tuition.
Yeah. Well, however you put it, I agree with you 100% because the church has to compete. And one of the reasons why we have dying schools, because when we were going to schools, we were the charter schools. Hey, Tamika.
That's right.
Monique.
That's right.
And so when you drive in New York City and you see a line, remember we used to be teased for wearing uniforms?
Yes.
And I said to myself,
we used to take off our uniform.
We used to hide our uniforms because we was going to get beat up.
Yep.
Now everybody wants to send their kid to a school with uniforms.
That's right. That's right.
And there's some curriculums they have adopted and crossed over,
Mm-hmm.
and there's people paying $60,000 to send their kids to school.
Yep.
To high school.
High school, right?
High school.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But and then on the flip side of that, on the collegiate side, the pride of sending your kids to HBCU schools.
Right.
Like there was a time where everybody was like, I'm very happy of what's going on with HBCUs, because then it's like you don't get a great education. It's like I cannot tell you how many people are going to get their master's or their postgraduate education at a Ivy League school from an HBCU school. So
That's right.
right.
That's right.
and so there are no reasons as Black Adventists we should not be able to compete in a dying world to save a dying world.
Sure.
Man,
I
look
like
what
Jania said.
look what Jania says,
Go
Patrick.
ahead.
I did Adventist school from 1st to 12th grade, and it's like double paying. My parents paid tuition and financially supported our church conference, etc. Girl, if Gerzo Graham was on here right now, remember, mom double tithe.
Listen,
And I used to sit there, as a theologian in my 30s, Pat, I would be like, why are you double tithing and you retired? you know what I'm saying?
you can't stop people from
Giving.
the belief system, but I could tell you this, that the strength of the church, you haven't seen it yet.
You haven't,
I agree with that.
we haven't seen it yet.
We are truly in the shaking time, right? And this shaking time that we're in right now takes us to a place where we're going to come to a point whether we have to get serious or not. You're going to make the decision of being serious or not, and you're going to see the church make a move. Not necessarily the Seventh-day Adventist church, but the last day people. You're going to see a move that you've never seen before. It's coming.
Let me share the story with you guys. Gary, years ago, and I gotta say this to you guys, because I'm in a state conference, and being in a state conference, now they're very big on church planting. Okay, when being in a regional conference, church planting is what you had to do. If you're going to have a tent effort, right? Is either two things you're going to do. You're going to double. You're going to bring in members inside of the church, new members inside of the church from the tent effort that you only got $4,000 for.
Right.
$4,000 for a 6-week revival.
6. Back in the 6.
6 week. 6, baby. 6.
How about 8 weeks and no Thursdays off back in the day?
You two probably are the last generation. If you graduated from Oakwood, let's say 91 to 97 ish, you're probably the last of the Mohicans to do a tent revival.
True.
You're absolutely right. In fact, that was your. Let me say this. Let me say this.
Marcus,
One of the things. That's right.
And
I remember me and Patrick we were pleased to only be able to do song service at each of those tents. Gary, it was a rite of passage, bro. It was a rite of passage. And this is one of the reasons why pastors today, when you're getting ready, I'm gonna go back to what I was saying before about church planting. When you see pastors today looking to pick up pastors, they come to you and they say, he graduated with a 4.0 from Andrews University, from seminary. And back then they couldn't care less. Sure. They want to know, number one, this is what me and Pat missed. Okay, Buddy missed, Pat missed. Before you could even get into the pulpit, you had to call Porter, baby.
Yeah, we missed that part.
We missed that.
That was the end. That was really the end of our era coming in.
We're selling a book here on so and so, whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's how you made your money to go to school. Too.
That's how you made your money to go to school, or that's how you made your money while you did the tent effort. They didn't pay you for that, big boy.
Wow.
Okay, so how did you get in? You knock on doors. You are the Bible worker, not the preacher. And you are the one that they'll count to see how many Bible studies and people got baptized from your Bible studies. Mm-hmm. So one year I baptized 20-something people from my Bible study.
Really?
Yes.
But you don't get the count for that, though.
You don't get the count for that.
It's the evangelist.
The evangelists get the count for that. So
really,
he got 5 of us working, right?
Right.
Stevenson got 5 of us working. I bring in 20-something. My dude over there bring in 15. The other dude over there bring in 20. So you got like.
So let me get this straight. Stevenson had the mic and y'all was the rest of them just dancing on the stage, flashing water.
You better believe it.
Yo, but you know, when you were the evangelist though, during that time, I can't speak. I'm just speak about those days. The pastor did nothing. He had to study and rest the day because he was. Let me tell you something. When you in an evangelistic crusade, you are batting 500. You're batting 1,000.
1,000.
You're not trying to figure out how you're coming out. There's no
sir.
go back to
No, sir.
evangelistic crusades, right?
Pat, you get me excited, man.
Yeah. Pastors didn't come out like this. Please turn to Exodus 20, verse
Matthew 28.
11 through 8. We're going to be looking at these three. They ain't come out like that.
No, sir. Gary,
Love
this is how they. That's right. They started with Jesus, the light of the world.
That's how I came out last week.
It's true, Gary. It's true.
It's true. That's how I came out.
G,
last
I want
week,
you to
man.
understand. I want you to understand that when the song is finished,
Yeah.
and the guy is finishing, or the lady is finishing on the organ,
Yeah.
you don't come out and say, "Hey, everyone, great to have everyone out here." No, you come out saying, "It's Sunday."
Yo, listen, Paul. I got one
It's
for you.
Sunday.
Evangelists don't even come out and be like, I want to thank the singer.
Oh, Pat, please,
Right?
I want to do.
Listen, let me tell you why. Let me tell you. The singer was an evangelist.
Like Pastor Willis.
That's right.
Yes.
You didn't have to plan who was singing every night.
No.
Hold on a second. And you didn't have to negotiate.
No.
No praise team. It was just like you got
No.
your organ, you got your organist,
Yep.
right?
And-
Well, you know, brother so and so's brother is an organist at the Baptist church, and then you got him there. I know little because I grew up with y'all, and then you had an evangelist like David Willis is not available because
Gee.
he's with Saunders.
Gee,
So
I'll
you
tell you
had-
even better than that. You had
Okay.
Bible workers, right? You had women who are Bible workers, like just checking out. Who's
Yo,
coming in,
they scouting,
scouting.
standing outside on the street, pulling people in.
Man,
Yo, shout out to Michael Haywood. I saw him in North Carolina. Shout out to Michael Haywood. Saw him in North Carolina. He
man.
says anytime we three are there, we've got to hang out with him. So,
Hey, there's no doubt.
big up
No
to
doubt
Michael
about it.
Haywood.
But
Well, Pat, what I was
Go
saying
ahead.
before, though,
hold on, wait a minute. And the Kentucky Fried Chicken buckets that you wrap with aluminum foil, or you wrap with paper to pick up the
offering.
The offering.
hold on, how dare you to pick up the quiz
The
cards
quiz cards.
and the half of pencils. Right? Hold on. So let me tell you what the trick was. They had to fill out every day to get a prize.
That's right.
Right. And the quiz to win every day. Because remember now, if you come every night or you bring the most people, you get the big Bible.
Right, you get the big Bible. Yeah.
Or you get the big, and then when we have the first Sabbath under the tent, right? We have the big birthday cake for Jesus.
That's right.
Yo, gee.
No, that's not the first Sabbath though. The first time because remember you didn't do Sabbaths.
Right, you never
yo,
did Sabbaths.
You don't do Sabbaths until like
done.
the fourth.
I'm done. I never knew that one.
Patrick,
No, wait, Paul. You got the 6 cups and the 7th cup, and you got them all like water. You got that joint when you mix the 7th one, it turns
a different color.
Yeah.
Yo,
Gary,
we're going to
let
hell
me tell
today.
you
We're
who.
going
Let me
to
tell
hell
you who
today.
kicked off. Let me tell you, when you hear guys like
Yo, the original Microsoft, man.
Yo,
You know,
Gary.
with Jesus coming.
Did
And
you-
then
did
I
you
remember
see that
Oliver.
question?
He's like they put the slide when Jesus is close, and then they put the slide when Jesus is back, and they put the slide, and then they kind of remix it on the organ that Jesus is coming with it in
Let
crown
me
of
tell you
glory.
something. Them days, Gary, when you hear the preachers preach, the guy that I was under for like 4 years,
Mm.
Flowers. You got to hear when Flowers is preaching.
Mm.
This guy. Now remember now,
That's
this guy-
Ernie's dad, y'all. That's
Yeah,
Ernie's
remember
dad,
now,
y'all.
Ernie's dad, remember, is straight out of what's the war? Straight out of the Vietnam War.
Mm.
He goes to AUC, right? He's not an Oakwood boy, Gary.
Mm.
He's an AUC man living in Connecticut. You understand where I'm coming from? So when he's the one that raised up Canarsie Church, bro.
Yeah.
He raised up like 4 churches. Okay. Stevenson, got people jobs. Let me tell you how he got people jobs. Come work with me. That's it. Come work with me. We're gonna start a new church right there on Empire Boulevard.
And he
You would
did
be the pastor.
Hold
You
on,
hear me,
Paul.
G?
I'm gonna answer. Let's just answer Mike real quick. Did you
Sure.
stay overnight for security?
I remember those days.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
In East New York
Absolutely.
and Bed-Stuy when it wasn't Bed-Stuy. Stop it.
Absolutely.
Hold on, G. Let me take. First of all, let me just hip y'all onto something really big. This will be in the front. That was your PowerPoint. This was your PowerPoint right
Sure
here.
was.
All
Sure
right.
was.
That was the PowerPoint. Don't let anybody fool you. That was the PowerPoint right there.
Sure was.
Patrick,
I'm telling you.
you won, Pat, you won with that one.
Come on, Paul.
Because
That's
let
what I
me
was
tell
telling
you,
you.
you would see Stevenson in the back, right? Like this. Putting
Yo,
them in.
he had a remote.
It wasn't, but it was a remote with a.
You had to line up. You had to line up the
You had to line it up, so he would put it in there, and he has to look at a light.
Yeah, look in the light.
There, look at a light.
Yep.
And put it in there. And let me tell you something. He's the one that moved it.
Yeah.
It was a remote that had a
line.
string
It was a string. That's a string. It was a string.
That was tethered.
Come on, Pete. Come on, Gary. And that Pastor Lamar.
What Tania said.
Yo, man, this is some real.
Oh, that's true. They had chalkboard with the glow in the dark chalk. Oh,
right. Because
wow.
remember the joint was dark inside.
That's right.
And only there was light on. Yo, do you remember when the storms would come and we have to take the wood and
take the water out the side.
Wait for the water to come down.
That's right.
On the tent, and then at one time push out the. Yo, G, let me tell you some clove hitch.
Yeah, you learn all those knots,
you
man.
learn all them knots, man. Clove hitch.
And you learn all those knots.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, it was the pastor that gave out the money. It was the pastor that had meetings to 1 o'clock in the day.
Right.
Ain't no treasurer.
No.
They would give him a certain amount of money. Then he would count the money. They would count the money, bring it back to him, said, okay, we had made $2,000 something tonight.
Yes.
Okay, this 2,000 goes to so. There were administrators and preaching, G.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you what they taught us, Pat. Tell the truth. Do not come up unto your wives until it's over.
Yo. Well, I wasn't married I wasn't married at that time, but they did say that if you're going to be in a tent effort, you can't sleep with your wife.
Same thing they tell you about boxing before you fight.
That's right. That's right. It would take G.
You can't
energy. And the more, listen,
you can't lay up.
Gary, the more you want,
The
the more you got fire up in you, is the more. I seen these guys preach, Gary, till their shirts sweat.
Yeah, it's water down.
It's watered down.
I've been there before. That's a funny feeling.
Trying to tell you,
it's really a funny feeling when you speak and you drench your clothes and you're like, what is this? It's like you ran a marathon.
The old heads, that's the reason why they wore robes. It wasn't to be fancy. It was to save their jackets.
That's right. Save their jackets, bro. And a lot of them wore suspenders and not belts around.
Janir, are you ready for Jesus to come?
Where's that?
She posted it. The song says that.
You have Bible workers that will look at you and say, you look ready. You look ready.
Yeah.
You look ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the giant fan up front.
That's right. The giant fan up front.
Yo, we talking about 90 degrees at 7 o'clock at nighttime.
That's right. And remember them time, there was no noise ordinances.
That's right. And you was taking the electricity from the neighbor and paying them.
That's right.
What?
Yes.
Where do you think
they light up the whole thing by one person's one person's house,
or they get to the box and add
under the street light.
Some used to do the street light, and then they put a pylon next to it so that when the street light, so nobody would trip over the street light. But remember, back then people weren't suing people. You can't do that no more.
Yo, Patrick, somebody just said, "Hey, man, we didn't hear the music, man. We didn't hear the music. We ain't even start with the music."
We got a little excited.
Yeah, we sure did.
We could do anything.
It was Margie's fault. It was Margie's fault, G.
We could do anything we want now since we're leaving on the 29th.
It was Margie that did this to us.
Yeah.
She started us up that way. What she said,
who's my girl? Just in case she's leaving. Pat. What's our girl? Is it Violet?
Hold on. It said, "Is that a Kojic cape?" The father. She said, "Listen, Gary said the father used to put on a cape after preaching."
So he don't catch cold.
Right. That's it. That's it. All right, everybody. I know, Gary must have said it a million times, but we are ending on the 29th. We're going to come back with feature shows, but we're not going every week. We're going to come back with feature shows, but we're not coming
Man,
back.
Pat, you are being misleading.
Okay, so what is it?
We will be back, but we're not going to be back weekly. We have not decided.
I didn't say weekly.
You didn't say we'd be back weekly.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, we will not be on the same platform.
Can I show off with y'all for a second?
Yeah.
Remember a man, his name is Porter, Michael Porter. He has his own watches. I did his wedding. The whole night he sent me one, right?
Why didn't you get one for all three of us?
No, I can't afford it. But
so you bought it?
I didn't buy it, bro. I ain't buy it. But I'm getting another one that I will buy. But the president, my president, is wearing this right now.
Really?
Obama's wearing one right now.
Obama.
Can we, while y'all ending, can we have a business meeting to decide that?
Nah, that'll take too long. We decided. It's so funny because Paul didn't even know. We was like, I didn't know that. Yeah, we ending. He said you can show up
because Paul don't come to the meetings.
All right, P.
Paul busy, man. Paul busy. Oh, Tori said, "Who told y'all that allowed to leave?"
Who said y'all?
Tori. Mike said, "Are we going to opening day?" I'm fighting the Mets now.
Actually, the Mets are playing
Washington.
the Nationals today. Is it today?
Yeah.
They're playing the Nationals. Yeah. So next week is Easter weekend.
Alumni weekend.
We're gonna jump on here for that.
Yep.
And then after that,
next weekend, we're done.
Gotcha.
So I think Tori Peterson was in town last week for alumni weekend for WAU.
That's right. They had alumni weekend. Jeremiah was saying that he was hoping that we can go to 100.
Yeah, the features will cover that.
Right. The features will
from
cover
85 to 100. The features will cover that.
Yeah, it'll cover that. So Carlin is asking us, maybe we can get this ready for the before maybe our last show. He's like, rank your top 5 guests ever.
I'm gonna tell you my top guest. Really, I could start there. My top guest is Pollard.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Because of who he is, So I remember working hard to get him on the show, and then he did that crack on you or what have you. I think that was, Carlton, because that's our friend, and he came on, but he would be Carlton definitely top 5, but number 1 for me before I put my list together will probably be Pollard.
I know that this was somebody was talking about this to replay the one with the
that was mine.
With Dwayne and Wayne coming on about the cancer scare.
Yep.
That was
I remember that. Yeah.
That was something.
Yeah, Calvin said I'm aware of the outfit for alumni weekend. It's funny because my alumni weekend now runs 3 weeks before graduation.
So you got to go up and turn around and come back.
So I wanted to plan to stay down there for 3 weeks and work down there for 3 weeks. And then, but we'll be down there for graduation.
Yo, Mike Deutsch is like, there's no WAU here, bro. It's CUC.
Like we be saying Oakwood. We don't say Oakwood University. We say Oakwood.
That's right. When they introduce us, he's from Oakwood University. We'd be like, I'm not from Oakwood University.
I'm from Oakwood
College.
Call it what you want. She said yes. CUC. Yeah. Somebody said, okay. Owen said that his favorite one was when Ivor Myers jumped on.
That was just recently.
Yeah,
that was recent. That's right.
That was recently. Yeah.
That was good.
That was it. Yeah, it's not even bittersweet. think when Patrick came with it, without sounding too arrogant, we want to leave on top and where it is. And then I'll admit I want to get my Fridays back, especially in the summer. And we're doing a lot of traveling this summer. Pat, Paul, and I have to pay a little bit more attention to our parents. Our families
Speak for
are.
yourself. Speak for yourself. You and Pat speak for yourself because y'all Negroes ain't say nothing to me. All right, but
You didn't come to the meeting. All you need to do is
I
show
like your glasses.
Well, you would have voted, and you would have lost.
They said another one was
Let's make a vote now.
when
Let's make a
Thorpe,
vote now.
when Thorpe came through, when we talked about music for an hour.
That can easily happen.
You know what? I really liked when what's his name came on? Eric Thomas.
That's right. He was in the car.
Yeah.
That's right. He was in the car. Well, listen, we ain't leaving now, so let's not even do that. I wanna what's up with the first Black woman on the Supreme
She
Court?
deserves it,
You know,
man.
if I had my way, I would not have posted anything to
I'm sorry.
protest. I know it sounds silly, but when she got confirmed, it was all over social media.
Yeah.
And I said, I wonder what kind of message, if we would have, because of the hard time we gave, if we would have said we're not posting something or just posted purple or something.
Right.
That would have said, because they were coordinated, the senators were coordinated in leaving, which I think is rude,
Right.
and discourteous.
Right. I think so too.
And
What bothered me is that even the Black senator,
Tim Scott.
Walk out.
If I see him, right, that's gonna be like Will Smith joint.
Will Smith has his own issues.
It's true. The sad thing is that I saw more of Will Smith on social media than her.
That's true too.
Come on, man, we gotta get it together. Then put the junk out.
I'm gonna tell you. So you saw that he can't go back to the Oscars for 10 years.
That's true too.
I'll tell you what's so sad. These two. It was just yesterday when I was in a meeting with a lot of people. I thought to myself that the fish and the donkey were has catapulted themselves to such a place that now it's just downgraded us.
The fish and the donkey. You mean the elephant and the donkey?
Where you get fish from?
Yo, man, remember my man was a fish before. I want to get to the left, I'm gonna get to the right.
Oh! I see what you. When he was in the movie, the Shark Tale.
Yeah, Shark Tale. Man, he was so good in that.
He wasn't the donkey. That was Eddie Murphy.
No, the donkey is the zebra. Sorry, the zebra.
Oh, the zebra. Yeah. I don't even forget them. I'm just so happy. I was nervous for Judge Jackson during the whole procedure, that the lines of questioning, some I'm not going to say something.
She was going to be confirmed no matter what.
The numbers are there anyway.
Right. We run the house. We run the house. Well, the Democrats run the house. I'm not going to say we, because I got a governor here from Maryland named Hogan, who's a Republican. Loving him.
Well, it doesn't have nothing to do with that. It simply listen. Here's the thing that bothers me more than anything else. She's most qualified on the bench now than all of them.
Right.
Come on. At 51.
And then what's going on with Clarence Thomas? If he leaves, then Biden
chooses again.
So one of the Republicans, why they're so sore, is that this has been their long-term strategy to put judges on the bench, and they flooded the federal system with their own judges, underqualified, qualified, and side qualified.
Some that has never, some that's
never
some that were just
trial.
prosecutors they put up there.
Right.
Some no trial.
Yep.
Right. So, with all that said, you know, and then you remember when Merrick Garland was named, they stopped because Obama was a lame duck president. So this is the Republicans crying out
Yeah.
that they didn't get their chance.
Yeah.
So the January 6th committee issue is so big and far spread when the Supreme Court justice wife is involved.
That's right.
You know,
That's
you
right.
wonder if he should get involved. And he's the only one that voted against putting the public records out to the January 6th committee. So there's a connection with that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's dead or alive because they say he's out in the hospital. Well, I don't know if that dude is dead or alive.
Who
But
you
you
talking
know,
about? Who you talking
yeah,
about?
he was sick.
Clarence Thomas.
Thomas was sick.
Oh, yeah.
He was sick. They might clone him for the next 4 years, so the Republicans can get him back.
Already, right?
Because the truth is that if we don't get somebody sharp out there for Democrats, we're gonna have a Republican in office next year.
Bruh, your president is Ron DeSantis.
Yep, Florida.
I've said that from
He's
the
coming
beginning
in.
of this show.
Yep.
He's coming
I
in.
read today that his war chest is unfathomable. And just guess this, right?
100 million came in for him.
Guess this. He lost by like 77,000 votes.
I was reading that. That's more people work for Disney.
Right. 77,000 votes. He almost lost by. So now he has a platform. He's he's Donald Trump 2.0.
Yep, he is.
Donald Trump won't win over DeSantis.
Donald Trump is not gonna I don't think he's gonna
run. He said today, was it today or last night? He said that he's not thinking of running.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try to run, but someplace along the line, either his problems is gonna catch up with him, or there's gonna be a deal cut. All of these things, deals are cut for people to run. The person is who's going to be the vice president is going to be Nikki Haley or Vernon Jordan. That's going to be running with Ron DeSantis.
Come on, Gary.
Because the Democrats has nobody.
What about Alaska? Your girl Alaska coming back? She making a run for the money.
Yeah,
You
but
see her?
she not she know Nikki Haley when it comes to women.
Right.
You know,
Man.
there's no Nikki Haley. The Republicans will do what they need to do. The Democrats has out-niced themselves
Yes.
to the point that they don't have anybody.
They ain't have nobody. Ain't got
nobody to
There's
run.
no backup. There's no
Give
backup.
me
There's no-
one. Give me one.
None.
None.
Wow.
There's none.
None.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think if Booker
one.
did not try to run before, not even Booker, man.
Gary, come out the woodworks and just try to give me one.
Oh my goodness, Pat, you're asking Gary.
Obama,
Thank you.
the only person that could beat any Republican if the Republicans would have bent the rule that got Obama to run again. All right. The most popular Democrat has aged out, and that's Obama. There's nobody. Now Bernie Sanders is too old, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That kid down in Texas who almost beat Ted Cruz, the thin one.
Yes.
Better O'Rourke. Not good enough.
No.
You know, nobody likes the vice president. Nobody likes her.
It's true.
You know.
It's true.
Yeah, so they the Republicans there's two things that they have. As wicked as they are, their attacks are subtle, focused, and they stay together.
They stay together.
Yeah.
This is the whole thing.
Even if they're divided, they come together to talk about their division.
Listen, that sounds so churchy.
Hey, this is gonna sound bad. AOC is not too radical. AOC too pretty. Okay.
Somebody. Oh, AOC.
Right.
I see.
Right.
I see.
So politics is not for pretty people. Politics are
Please
for
don't tell me
act-
Biden. But Biden can't run again. He can't even walk again.
No,
you're
I
gonna
think
try
she's.
to, right. But you know,
If he run again, if he run again,
they-
I'm going
the
Republican.
Republic people have a way of chastising good-looking people in politics. You know that they don't get down and dirty
It's
or
square
what have
jaw.
you. Right, exactly.
Square jaw.
AOC, you know, even Walensky to a point. That's my theory. He's too good looking for people to believe in him. There's no ruggedness about him. That's why he has the beard and what have you.
Do you
That's
think
what's
you think Michelle Obama would run?
that's a good one.
That's a heavy one right there.
My goodness, Jania said I vote Jimmy Carter. Good
Oh,
grief.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, Michelle Obama. I don't know, man. I don't know if she.
I don't know either.
Michelle Obama should have been a senator. if
Senator
she wanted
first.
before she run again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In fact, I don't know if that's what she wants to do. You know,
Look, I just got to tell you this, man. You guys are shaking times and whatever. Hold on to your seatbelts. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it's
All
coming.
that stuff. Hold on to your seatbelts because and here's the thing that's sad. What's going on in Ukraine? That's been going on in the Middle East and Africa for years.
Oh, come on.
years.
G. Come on.
You know,
You Gary,
Right,
stop it, man.
right.
For years.
right. Stacey Abrams is going to win Georgia.
Georgia.
She's nobody's president. I'm just Klobuchar. No, she's too rude to her people and her staff. Thanks, Michelle. Throw them all at me. I'll just shut them down. Klobuchar too rude.
Pat, ping. You know.
No.
Come on, G.
Hillary Clinton, man, too much dirt, man. Her best friend Donald Trump put her out on. That's how he won.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
That's tough right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary, you're calling it, man. You're calling it because Klobuchar
Yeah.
is rude.
Look, the only question. There's only two questions for me in 2024, right? Who's Ron DeSantis running mate,
Right.
and who's going to run against Ron DeSantis? That's
Right.
my only two
Democrats.
questions.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to pause. My baby says hello. Hey, Dad and uncles. Drea, Pat, Drea, and Britt says, hey guys. Hey guys, could y'all go to AY tonight, please? Can y'all try to get up and go to AY tonight? Thank you.
You know where they're going to end up. You know where they're going to end up.
Gary, here's another one.
Buttigieg. Come on, G.
Too young.
The butt guy
Yeah, too young, and I don't think this country is ready to
for
have
homosexual.
a gay president. That flat out like that.
And his name is
Buttigieg.
I mean, from him, I'm not trying to be funny. For him being a homosexual and his name.
Paul, stop right there.
Mm,
Just stop right
Yeah.
there.
No,
You'll get in some
let
trouble.
me be clear about this, right? I have nothing to say about someone being homosexual or not. What I'm saying to you is that for people voting and people having a, what is it called again? Who do
listen.
you want their president to be?
Listen, Pizzo.
The people are very big on image, man.
Well, here's another thing. The real question is, can you do the job? That's
I
really
think let me listen.
Yeah,
listen,
but
remember-
it's funny. It took him forever to come out on gas prices.
Okay, Gary, thank you. And another thing is, I'm not saying this for your boy Colin to get upset or anything, but he came from South Bend as a mayor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He came out as a mayor, and South Bend is not a major. I don't see South Bend being a major push, for politics.
He's past that. All
Yeah.
South Bend is he was in the middle
America.
of their town.
Middle America, baby. That's
That's
like,
all.
But remember, he
that's
made
like
it.
being the Joe, the average.
He was
Joe.
successful in middle America as a gay young politician.
Yeah, then again, and he ran for president. He's the transportation secretary.
Right.
And as a Republican, I can tell you, the supply chain is a mess. The roads in this country is a mess.
The infrastructure,
And
right, Gary?
the infrastructure is a mess. and
Right.
he has not moved. And when you try to move the needle, the first thing you have to do, there's no relief in gas prices. None.
And you got to take care of your truckers.
Right.
You
Well,
got to take care.
truckers are making money, but there's kind of like a game within a game that goes
Yeah.
within there that really doesn't move the needle.
Right.
So, and he's a bit too young. And again, I don't think this country is ready for a
Harry, you said it's
openly
not.
gay person. He's
Right,
not.
right.
This country could talk about how nice they are, and you
Yeah.
could put up all the rainbow flags and
I'm
whatever.
telling you, you could throw all the rules. You could throw all the rules up. You can
Right.
put all the rules up.
But at the end of the day, Gary Graham is not going to be the president of Harvard anytime soon.
Okay.
Right.
Valerie
No,
says
Chris Christie
Booker.
is
Gary
Republican, right?
Booker. Come on, Pat. Get your ping ready. Booker.
We said Booker.
I know, but Gary didn't speak on
Booker doesn't have a wife or a girlfriend. I know he dates that other lady. He
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like you're talking about the mayor of New York. Pat, just ping it. Pat, just ping it.
The mayor of New York is in trouble.
Definitely.
I'm going to say this controversial statement. The mayor of New York is like Dr. Jules. Nobody's going to give them. He inherited a mess. Leave it like that. Eric Adams is a good person.
Yeah.
You understand? There's a lot of good people that gets into the presidency, right? Or into leadership, right? And then when you pick your cabinet and what have you, your leadership only could bring you so far. You understand?
You're
Eric
right.
Adams was a good person.
You're right.
You understand?
I know that he was a good borough president. I know that.
So what has changed in 6 months? You're walking out, people shooting each other in the face.
But remember now, he's the mayor of 5 boroughs, man.
Yeah, you walk into a situation where you have a mask mandate, right? And you're switching people over, and in your second week, 2 police officers get shot.
Yep.
Not by accident.
Yep.
Not by accident. You knock on the door, and the person who shoots you dead blank in the head, and then shoots the next person, and 2 die in the first 2 weeks. And then at the funeral, the wives and the family blame you, and you just got on the job.
Right.
And you just got on the job.
Ain't that with any job though, G? Ain't that any job? Anyway, give me Yang real quick. What's up, Yang?
Yang has played too much tricks with politics. Yeah. This is not business.
What about your boy Cuomo?
Yeah, there you go.
Gary, you think you can rebound?
Already started.
What?
Cuomo is the Democratic Trump.
Valerie said no. Valerie said no, but
you don't live here. Cuomo, first of all, he's handsome.
Square jaw, baby.
Smart.
Yeah.
Knows how to get out of controversies.
Easier.
None of the AGs indicted him. You understand? Same way. So I had a real talk with myself, and I said to myself, there are people who would swear by Trump and know that Trump did wrong. I'll say this: I know Cuomo did wrong, and I'll swear by him. But I need somebody to square up with somebody and to be just as dirty. That may be your dude right there.
Really, Gary?
Yeah.
What? So you think his brother will be attorney general or what, G?
I would have made Chris attorney general. Chris is like you guys. I can be Cuomo, you know. I could be handsome and a little weathered, but you two are Chris Cuomo. You guys are good looking and more charismatic. Where that is.
I think it's only because I shaved today. That's about it. Otherwise.
Yeah, you may not like Cuomo, but Cuomo could take him on one-on-one.
Yeah, I believe so too. I believe so too, Gary.
That's it. You guys just came up with a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was I think Carissa Rivers came up with that one. Yet he had a whole
So look, I'm going to say something that's, I guess, because we have to use it. All them politicians are sexual predators. Every last one of them.
Yo,
Gary, come on, man.
Jim said
Come
he's
on.
a tangler.
Come on.
Look,
Gary.
when
On the street.
when you get there, half of the people want you to touch them, and the other half don't want you to touch them, right? And then you have to be extra. He divorced his wife, right, and got the Catholic Church to approve it. Come on, son.
Whew. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Gary.
Wait a minute. That's right. Who came on? So who came on Star Trek as the president of Earth? That's our girl
Yeah,
from Georgia.
yeah. She'll take Georgia. She'll take Georgia. Look, Tim Scott got to keep his spot down in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Graham runs South Carolina. Senators, you make $170,000 a year, but your political people gives you $2 million. Who are you serving?
Yeah.
You a senator in Washington State, and you got Boeing and Microsoft supplementing your $170,000.
$177,000.
Starbucks is up there.
Yo, Gary, I think Pat, maybe we should start a conference, man. Our own conference.
Why
No.
don't we just start your own online church, bro? Get back everything that you should have got for Friday Night Live.
Yo, y'all crazy, man.
Let's stop playing, right? Let's take all our intelligent properties. I'm trying not to go down this road, and let's just put it together. We already proved to ourselves what we can do.
Where did your mic go?
Yeah, where did your mic go?
I'm here.
Yeah, you sound far away.
I'm far away, bro. Nope.
Now you're muted.
How about this?
Yeah, that
You're back.
sounds.
You're back.
Yeah. Let's take all our intelligent properties. We know what we got, and just move ahead. Carol said, "Stop, Gary."
Yeah. Well, as far as
I'm going to tell you something. I didn't know about the midterms until what's your boy name? Until Trump was in. I lived for at that time 40-something years, and I had no idea that the midterms was as important as the regular election.
Pat, Paul, Donald Trump is one of the great stories of America, because until
that's y'all president.
Probably, I say this with a little tongue in cheek, probably the greatest adversarial president leader to live.
Gary, I'm going to say this right now. I hate that you said it. Those are my real words. I hate that you said it.
He woke up this country.
He woke up this country, man. And let me tell you something. You may not like it, but you go into YouTube and you hear our beloved Obama look at him like, you'll never be the president. He looked at him like, you sucker. Are you serious? And that man became the president.
Yeah, but the question is how. So,
well,
AP,
Donald Trump. Let me tell you why Donald Trump is the president. Because he has something that all of us don't have, and those are guts. I wanted to say the other words.
Yeah.
He speaks what the majority of America
wants to say.
Absolutely believes. You have Haitians getting run down by horses for coming into this country, but then you have HBCUs offering Ukrainians scholarships, scholarships.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure there are people dead in the street in Haiti from street gangs.
Dead in the streets? Really?
Yeah.
No, Gary, you're right.
I'm
you're
absolutely correct.
Right. And you have men at the border with horses whipping them like it's 1795. Right?
I don't even want to go back there.
Okay.
I don't even want to go back there.
Trump is a champion, bro.
All right. I don't.
And the last thing I'll tell you about Donald Trump has everybody's secrets. Everybody.
Yo, when he was up there, man, remember he looked over and said, I know your story. And my man Bush was like, you don't know my story. He's like, don't play with me. I know your story.
Look,
Yeah.
yo, they dropped the new DA of New York. Dropped the charges. No, did not want to move ahead with the charges. And there's two DA left. After all the gathering of the evidence, the top DA said that he's not pursuing it. So that's it.
For my burden is Yeah, man. Anyway, let's check out what is everybody eating. Oh man, mine's done. I literally sat here and ate everything.
I ain't playing. I ain't playing.
What you
We're
got?
gonna give
I killed that pork today, bro.
Red beans and rice? Because if it's red beans and rice, that's the pork.
Yo, Henry Wright told me, don't eat that, Graham.
why is that
Graham, don't
Teresa?
eat that.
Is this Carissa Rivers? Is she the singer?
No,
I used to follow. Okay, there's a singer that
Linda Porter. If you see Linda Porter in here, she's a singer.
I know Linda's a singer, but I think there's a Carissa Rivers.
Krista Rivers.
Yeah, she's a singer too.
Gary, what you eating?
Raisins today,
Ugh.
and I have Easter bun for next week.
Is that
You
straight?
eating raisins, bro?
Yeah, raisins are good for you.
It's like
What
prunes.
what you drinking?
Water.
Okay.
Oh, Pat,
I
you got milk?
went back, yo. I did. I'm running popcorn. I just I only have one left with all these little kernels in there.
You know I make the best. Or she said not the singer. You know I'm the best popcorn maker from the pan.
From the time we were kids.
Yeah,
Sub G.
Gary used to pour that butter in that joint.
I
Yeah.
lighten up on that now.
And remember, Mom used to have that little mesh. The little mesh.
Let me ask you a question. When is the first time we had Popeyes? Anybody tell me?
Oh man, Pat, that's a good question. Dad,
All right. Paul, when's the first time we had Popeyes?
First time we had Popeyes.
When I say it, y'all gonna remember. When is the first time that we had Popeyes chicken?
First time we had Popeyes chicken.
Y'all give up?
Was it a? Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead, Paul.
We're going on a picnic, on an outing.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. On Utica Avenue, there's a Popeyes chicken on Barbara took us.
Yes, Patrick.
I don't remember that.
I do remember. I remember.
It's a Saturday night.
It was a Saturday night.
On Barbara took us.
That's right.
That's how long Popeyes been out.
That's right.
I remember my first Wendy's hamburger.
Really?
Yeah, me and my boy Jeffrey from St. Vincent. We the only black kids in our class, and we went on a class trip.
Where was this at?
PS 279. Must have been like in the 5th or 6th grade.
Come
And
on.
remember they used to have it used to squirt on your mouth, and you have to do like this in the commercial. My boy Jeff shared his Wendy's hamburger with me. Right now, it's like, yo, you my dude forever. That's what I preached about last week. You know, the NAD talked about the bonding of eating over food. You want to make a friend, 2 things I learned. Feed them and talk about their pets.
What? Cut off. The 3 legs. This man stopped me. Tears coming out of his eyes. Okay, I'm serious. He stopped me. He was like, what happened? What happened? So I said, oh, he had cancer, but we just took the leg. He said, mine too. And after 18 years, man started crying. I was like, listen, man, we could be friends for life. Go on and sign over your Social Security papers to me.
Yo, Pat and Gary, do y'all remember the first movie you ever been to? Movie theater?
Yep.
You went?
I sure remember it.
Gary, you remember the movie we watched?
Mr.
Yep.
Billion. Mr. Billion.
No, sir.
Or the Muppet movie.
The Muppet movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the
Love
first
it, man.
time. That's the first time we went to the movies.
It was on Barbara took us.
I'm not sure who it was.
I'm telling you who it
It was,
was.
it
It was
was
on
on
Barbara.
Barbara.
I just
Yo,
didn't want to say her name.
listen,
How you gonna
you
say her
don't
name?
want to say
Back
that, man.
then,
You're 2 for 2, man. You're gonna get us kicked out of the chat room.
Gee, I knew it was her. I just didn't want to say
All right.
that she the one that took us.
Yeah.
Because back then, if you were seen in the movie theater, you
get censored.
you get not censored. You get disfellowship for that.
I was watching my favorite movie. One of my favorite movie of all time is Die Hard. And people say, is it a Christmas movie or not? So Die Hard came out in July of '88.
Hold on, before you do that, remember to run this because I want to know who the movies. Lynn says she went to a house party.
Oh yeah, let's go through that. This is your first movie as an Adventist. Did you-
As an Adventist, what's the first movie
See you
you
later.
seen?
Bye.
She got on their house party. Listen, she's a New Yorker. She said on the Deuce.
She went on the Deuce.
Yo, she's 2 for 2. You went to the Deuce, and you went to see House Party.
Yeah, so she should have been disfellowship twice.
For
going to the Deuce. Oh my goodness, the Deuce. People said that's Sodom and Gomorrah right there.
It was.
Pat, come on, hit them. Look at Gene Crawford's.
I'm sorry, who? Gene Crawford. He said he saw Star Wars.
That's 76 or 77.
76 or 77.
Wow, Star Wars was his first movie.
Definitely would have got disfellowshipped out the church and your parents.
Yep, and your parents. Yep. Bruce
Listen,
Lee.
I'm gonna just,
in
let
East
me
New
just
York.
stop. Let me just stop right here. Put Tamika Lee right here. So let me just break this down, and Chris is gonna have my back on this. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. All right. All right. It's referred more than 10 or 15 times in the movie. It's it's out of a book, and it's a Christmas movie. Even though it was released in July, me, Terry Parks, Wendell Timothy, and my girl Erica Facey came to Green Acres Cinemas out there and saw it
in Queens.
Yeah,
Green Acres Mall.
Green Acres Mall. I forgot what it's Sunrise Cinemas.
Sunrise. So you know it's not there no more, right?
Right.
Sunrise is down.
Sunrise is down, and Whitestone Cinemas. They kind of like were the same company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but there are more than 10, 15 references on in Die Hard to Christmas. It took place during Christmas in the movie. Get out of here.
My girl said Set It Off was her first movie.
Oh man, she must be young. She must be young.
She younger than you. She younger than us. That's oh, y'all don't know this guy. He plays the keys, man. Craig, pastor dude. We went to DuPont together. Iris. She said she saw Set It Off first. Listen, she said as an Adventist, can't say because I was in my 30s.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, my next time.
I don't think I could go
Danielle Lazarus went to see Prince. The Prince movie, not Purple Rain. It was Gonna Be a Beautiful Night. It was a stage performance. Huh?
Oh yeah, you're a big Prince fan.
Right. So I that one. I was scared. You hear me, Pat? Scared. Oh, Into the Dragon.
First said Into the Dragon. Valerie said her first movie was Eddie Murphy Raw
with that kind of cussing.
And you alive?
Oh, goodness.
Your angels stayed outside.
Your angels were like,
I remember
going inside there. Sounded to her mother. Janet, we're not going inside there.
Yeah, that sounds just like her mom.
Don said he saw Ghostbusters.
2.
Ghostbusters? Ghostbusters 2.
You want to hear the last movie I saw in the theater? The 10 Commandments. They had a special up here in Ridge Hill.
Which 10 Commandments?
The one that we like.
Nah, Gary, come on.
Me and Warren Jefferson went to see the 10 Commandments.
And you sat in there for 3 hours? Y'all slept. You can't tell me.
No.
You saw the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Does stone bleed?
Yes, Moses. The whole thing. We must have went up there. One got out like 6.
Gary, Miguel. Shoot. Miguel said his first movie was Kazam. Y'all don't remember that?
Yeah, you should go to hell just to mention that.
Just to-
Kazam.
he should have made up something. He should have made up something. Jania says he saw Bustin' Loose.
That's even
Wow.
worse.
If you're gonna go to hell, you
Right.
can't go.
You got if you're gonna go to hell, go with Raw.
Do what your girl did. Went to see at 40 Deuce, that show.
Yeah.
House Party at
First
40
of all, she went to see a movie. She going to hell.
Deuce. Right.
She went to the Deuce. She's watching it in hell. So I mean, good grief.
So then it's going straight to hell.
Don said The Matrix, Revelations.
That's the first movie you ever been to?
Come on, can't be.
Come on, Don.
Don, really?
Don is lying. I mean, Don is not saying the truth.
No,
probably
you
heard something else.
lying.
Mm.
Man, Miguel, we got to throw Miguel out of here, man. He said he's never sat through the 10 Commandments. Shame on you.
He got tonight.
Shame.
You know he's preaching for camp meeting.
Really?
He's preaching for camp meeting.
I have nothing to say about that.
Deb said Coming to America was her first one.
What?
Wow, that's young.
Miguel said,
That's young for real.
I don't have the patience of the saints.
Well, you know, Miguel, we'll give you. You could watch it in parts. You could go ahead and watch it in parts.
That is the reason why he's not a Christian.
That's right, because he's
You have to watch the whole thing through.
If you saw the whole thing through, then you'll be ready for translation.
See,
That's right.
what we need Miguel to do is to watch the 10 Commandments, then watch the Prince of Egypt,
The cartoon,
then, right, the cartoon, the animated version,
the animated version.
then listen to the score of the Prince of Egypt.
Oh yes, yes. He
Then
said
he could.
he said he only part time right now, but he's working on it.
All
Yeah, I got it. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So, Pat, did you get a call last night about your stocks from someone?
My stocks.
Someone called me last night. He said, "Can I get your brother's number? Because I need to talk to him about some stocks." But Pat, all I have to say is this: you are a genius.
I'm working this one out right now, boy.
You are a genius. That's all I gotta say. You are a genius.
So for my birthday, I'm gonna do the 100,000 for my birthday. By the end of the year, I want $500,000.
I bet. I'll bet you right now that I can get to 250 before you.
250 what?
1,000.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you this, and I know
give
you.
me a date.
Gary,
you talking
Gary's
about-
talking about the year, Pat. Gary's talking about ending the year. We're talking about.
I don't get what you're saying. You're saying that by working, you're talking about by having your business, you're gonna reach 250,000 before I reach
whether it's
250.
working or, you know.
Listen,
so
Gary, Gary,
nobody
if you get
here.
to 250,
Nobody.
if you get to
hustling.
250 before Pat hits the 100,000, give me the tithe.
I'm not giving tithe to any conference. I'm done with that because they don't know how to spend it right.
So
I'd rather give the money straight to a school, straight up.
Lord, he's gone there.
Please, man.
No, I'm
please, man.
serious.
I get you. I get you.
Serious.
See, one of our specials, when we come back, we're going to talk about how I believe tithe need to be used in the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Look, not the Seventh-day Adventist Church. How we give as Black people. Period.
Gee,
Man, I could sit down and I could tell you,
you're not getting my job tooken.
Paul. No matter how long you and Pat is in
Not tooken, Gary. Took it. Go ahead.
no.
Terry Park said I made that back in 2016.
Yeah, I'm on the slow track.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
Yeah, just keep it moving. Yeah, just keep it moving.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to click that.
Oh my God.
I don't want to get on school.
We didn't even go to Northeastern Academy. We didn't go to Northeastern Academy. I'm disgusted.
What happened?
I'm just trying to tell y'all, leave that alone. There's some things we need to just leave alone because we're gonna be here till 7. talking about that.
I'm not. We coming off in 10 minutes.
Right.
Coming off in 10 minutes. I don't know what y'all guys got to do, but I
So
got to do what I gotta do.
I know I'm working tonight. That's all.
Listen what your boy put up. We're going to kick. Is there any way we can kick him out the room?
I mean, that's the school we went to, so
Nah, you're right.
you know that's where we're going to.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yo, did Miguel went to Greater?
Who?
I don't know. He says he did.
Miguel said he. Who? Miggs?
Miguel.
I didn't know that.
Ask Miguel what is the name of the basketball team, and if he knows that, then he went there.
I still got my shirt.
Me too.
Miguel.
He said,
Oh, 7.
That don't mean nothing. Then what is the mascot for a Greater New York Academy? If you know that, then you're legit.
2000. Gary, my man said class of 2007.
Right. Right.
We're a class of 88.
86.
You 86. Me and
You 88. And he is
guys are
07?
07. He could be our son.
He is.
He is. Look at Jeremiah. Jeremiah could be our
Look what
son.
mom put up. Look what mom put up. Obey the Lord.
Mom said, obey the Lord. All right, mom. Hey, auntie. Hey, auntie. Man, we started this when we started this show 80-something episodes ago. She was with us.
Mm.
Or Hazel was with us.
Yeah, from get-go. From get-go. She keep calling us.
Who's
Oh,
knocking?
wow. Hold on. Miguel said they had 2 names.
Oh, they
He's right
changed
on
it.
the first one.
Yeah, you're right on the first one. So you're legit.
You're legit.
They changed the name
Right on
to
the first one.
Huskies.
When will we change to the Huskies?
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Probably the Hawks are too hood for them.
Hold on. This cat Delmar said,
Pat, who do you mean
Oh,
this cat? You know who Delmar is?
Green.
Pat, that's Green.
Yeah, that's Sister Green.
That's Sister Green.
who's Sister Green?
From Sister
Who's
Green,
Sister Green?
fine daughters, and the husband that will kill everyone for his daughters. I just gave him your number last night, Pat. He's gonna give you a buzz.
Who?
Delmar's husband, Green.
516 area code?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Delmar. Anyway, saying that we didn't have a mascot when we went to GNA. There was no mascot. You know, we used to dress up as the bird. Y'all don't remember that?
Somebody said we old. Who said that?
Somebody said that. We're 50. We're 53.
Yep. Yeah, we old for real.
51
bro.
and 53.
Oh, the
Excuse me.
Huskies. We were Huskies when I played on the team.
He said
He
we
said
were
you may still have
Huskies.
the jersey.
Miguel played ball?
Wow.
I'm going to let you know something now. At 53, I'll still take Miguel.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Let me be clear. I ain't
don't
taking
play.
nobody at 51.
Don't
I'll
play.
watch you play.
Don't play.
I'll drop like 19 on Miguel and maybe get like 9 rebounds and 4 assists.
You know what? I wonder if I could still play a game.
Maybe we should have a come back with a snacks tournament 3-on-3.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, Pat. I don't know.
Take on the Saunders boys.
Nah, they can take it. I'll pass that
He'll
on.
kill us.
Gary said,
Will kill us.
Gary said, oh no. All right. Well, tomorrow I'll be at I have a training tomorrow. And I also
When's
have
the last time you preached?
I'm gonna be preaching tomorrow. Last time I preached.
Yo, I preached last week. I almost died up there, bro.
Hey,
It was
Pace
hot.
yourself.
You
Gotta
know what
pace
it is?
yourself, my boy.
You know what I found out? These rostrums have these like theater lights up there.
Yes. Those
So
theater lights will kill you up there.
you pick up another 20 degrees up on that joint.
Yo,
Yep.
G, it's a fact. It's a fact. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then when you got more people up there and whatnot, water won't do, bro. You got to go
Nah.
like
There was a big
Willis had an
guy,
uncle.
and there was a big guy up there. We caught eye contact, and then he just went to the keyboard for me to slow it down. He's like, I feel you, brother. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, man, it ain't easy with them hot lights.
they said it was good seeing you at Mount Vernon, G. I was about to say MTV.
Yeah,
but it's okay. We got it. We got it. We got it.
it's MTV.
I got it. So I'll be at Berea Temple tomorrow, preaching for their youth day in Baltimore. I'm sorry,
B-more.
in Baltimore. Baltimore. There's no
Baltimore. There's no T in
There's no
Baltimore.
T. Pizzo, where you be at tomorrow?
I leave this evening when the lady comes home. We're going
Traveling
to the
again?
retreat. The
Retreat.
Potomac Conference has a retreat for the pastors, so I'm going to head up there, Cambridge, Maryland.
That's cool. Cool. Oh, that's exit 90s or something like that?
Nah, this one is over the 50 bridge. Go 50 all the way up over that bridge.
Chesapeake
Stay
Bridge?
there. Mhm.
I was just there last week. Phil took me over that joint. It's long.
Where?
It's a long bridge, man. You just don't want to be on traffic with that bridge.
You say one time I preached. This
Yo, I like that picture of him though.
that's my boy though. That's
Wait
my
a minute.
boy.
I saw Austin on a
With his
Austin was
baby.
he was on Unrealistic.
Oh yeah. He was on Unrealistic,
Unrealistic.
which is one of the. I love their morning stuff, man. It's pretty good. I think they're going to do a couple more days from there, and they're going to be out from there.
Yo!
So, what's going on?
What's going on?
I mean, this kid is on video games and knocking down the place up there, man.
We didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time, mute yourself.
Yeah, you're becoming unhinged, bro.
Yeah. You stop drinking coffee
Right.
and chocolate. You're gonna be
Right.
you'll be fine. That's probably what the problem is. So we were at a funeral in North Carolina. Austin started first. I came second. They had like 3 of us, and Pastor Howard, I think his name is, that followed us. So we was all 3 of us in a row. So Austin comes up. He does. Everybody's gonna do like 7 minutes or something like that. He comes up, and I was like, dang, I gotta follow him. So you got to So what I did was, how we preachers do. Y'all not hearing me. When he got up and he did his thing, had everybody all up in whatever, I had to take out the old joint, the old Bible.
Yeah.
You
Vintage.
know how you had to go back vintage to try to pull. Kids started first, I came next, and then Howard came in the back. But listen, beautiful spot out in North Carolina. We were there together.
Let me tell all the off preachers like myself right now. When in doubt, sing. That's all I gotta do.
No, when in doubt, you do testimonies.
That's right.
Hey, you don't sing like listen. The Lord had already showed me.
There's somebody here.
I feel it coming. Nah, the Lord already showed me. I'm not preaching today.
Yes.
I'm ready, but I'm not preaching today. But there's somebody out there that got a testimony that's going to take us throughout the rest of the week. So wherever you are, you won't come up now.
Yes.
This way you don't got to preach.
Gary, stop.
Just make sure you put that hand in
this
the
is
small of
Patrick
the
for
back.
real. Gary, this is Patrick for real. Pat, put that music back on.
Go ahead, Fee.
It's Patrick. Now I'm gonna, and people don't know. I know how to sound like Patrick. Watch this, Gary. I know right now that y'all are waiting for a sermon from me. I'm not gonna get one. God told me that your week was already the sermon. Wait, now hold up. Come on. Clear out this row right here. There's gonna
That's
be about
altar call, Paul. That's
what I'm talking about. You
That's
gotta
altar
start with an altar call. There's gonna be about 17 people gonna sit right here. Please, y'all get up right now. Get up.
Oh, Coretta says they won my last time.
2 more times. 2 more
You got
times.
2 more times. You got 2 more times. Nah, but seriously, man, that's the way to do it, man. You get up there, you be like, oh my goodness. Especially if the song of meditation already put them in the front. Why get up and preach and bring them off the low? Nah, y'all can keep y'all keep your mind. You heard Miguel say? Miguel say y'all do the countdown appeal. Yeah, we the old style.
Come on now. I know that. Listen, 10. Come on now. We at 5 now.
Yeah, there's somebody between 3 and 4.
You're stuck. You're stuck at 4.
Yeah, you're stuck at 4.
God's calling you. 4.
Come on.
You. He's looking for you. 4 you.
Come
2.
on.
2.
Yeah.
And he took 2. Well, he takes 2.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, pat, pat. When you catch one, you say, he died for only one. You one.
Is that you?
What?
Anyway, guys, I know that Gary has a session coming up at 5. Listen, everybody, just hang with us. We got another couple of weeks together, and I'll say it.
Please, Pat, before you give any announcements, I
Mhm.
know it's time to go. It's 4:30, but can I just share something with you? I was on a bus last week.
Yeah.
Gary, please listen to this. I was on a bus last week, and the lady got up. She said, "Please, everyone, please shut down your phone. I mean, shut your phones on silent. Be very mindful that there are other people who are on this bus, so and so, whatever. If you're on the phone, keep it to a minimum." I got to share with you that there's this lady sitting behind me, and
You said that you would come and get me. By him going down there to pay the rent, man. I said, well, I'll ask you myself. Elena did tell me that.
that's how loud she was. It's longer than that.
Yeah.
She
Listen, that's
talking
how
about the
people
rent
are.
man. The rent man came, and then the rent man called her.
You should have thrown some money behind her and been like, "Yo, God told me to give it to you." So you can
When
see.
you're on Amtrak, they have the quiet car.
You have a quiet car. That's right.
Right,
And they'll
that
tell you,
you're not allowed. Yeah, they'll tell you like, "Yo, I'm trying to sleep in this joint."
trying to sleep up here.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, everybody, we getting out of here. Just want everybody to enjoy the rest of the day. Some people, just in case some people might have missed it, we're not leaving. We still got GrahamSnacks, but we're not going on every week. Am I right, Gary? Am I right? I know Paul didn't come to the board meeting. Am I right? All right.
Yep.
So we'll still be together, but we're not coming out.
So the next Friday, May 6th, we will not be on.
May 6th, we won't be on.
Yeah,
Right.
all
we
you
won't be on.
let me be a little. All you biters who want to take the slot, go right ahead.
Listen, 3 o'clock. Who would want to take 3 o'clock? Listen. We started at 3 o'clock because
We all here.
The
we
3
were
o'clock
all
time
here.
slot
We all
sucks.
semi-retired.
The time slot never worked out. Listen, everybody's going back to work. Everybody's doing their thing. So everybody's cheating right now on their time clock, sitting around listening to this while they should be at work, right? So we know the deal.
Now I feel
I wanted
bad.
to give a
Now I
shout
feel
out to
bad.
our.
on Hazel. Now I feel bad.
Now we come see you live.
Right. We'll come down there live in Jamaica on the beach.
What's our girl? She all is it Violet that's always screaming at the
Yeah, but she's not on right now. Yo, that got my heart when she did that. I don't even have that. We could play it next week. That had my heart when she did that. She was like, "Grams, I'm right here.
I'm right here.
I'm right here." Man, I
So-
wish I knew so that we could have said hi to her, man.
No, but we will be doing some live stuff.
Here. Harold, here. It was his granddaughter.
Right.
It was his granddaughter, man. It was, man. She was the daughter. She said, "She's here. She's here." Hi,
Oh,
Violet.
Hi. Hey.
why don't you everybody just kind of introduce yourself? Say I'm Uncle Pat or what have you. So go ahead, Pat.
Hey, I'm Uncle Pat. I don't have any money, but I'm Uncle Pat. You're the cutest, adorable, beautiful baby I've ever seen. I just wave back at me. Wave back.
And hey, this is Uncle Paul. I'm the better looking one, okay, baby girl? I'm the better looking one. And Gary has all the money and he'll give it to you, okay?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's all. Hi, Violet. Thank you for making our day.
Yep.
And we are watching you as you're watching us. We are really live. We are really saying hi,
Yeah, we're
Violet.
saying hi.
Hi.
We're saying
Here
hi
we
to you.
go. Hi.
Hi. All right, everybody, we're out. We'll see everybody next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So we'll see you there. All right. Hey, Paul,
I cannot believe we're really leaving early, right?
I gotta head out myself, bro.
Yeah.
Well, Pat, man, you ain't got
Wait,
enough.
we didn't give we didn't give a shout out to our father, Dad.
He's good.
All right.
Daddy's better than good.
All right, let's count it out. 5, 4. See you, everybody. 3. Have a blessed Sabbath.
Are we doing a song or anything?
Have a blessed Sabbath. Ain't got it. Have a blessed Sabbath. See everybody next week.
Bye.
Peace.